brings me to today's session, which is Minecraft. It's not RimWorld, it's Minecraft. Did I pause mid-jump? Okay, yeah, I think I did. Okay, so the plan of action today, I've been shearing sheep. That's immaterial, that's not what we're doing today. We're not doing the sheep stuff just yet. I've got a little sugar box there, because I want to make a tree. That's going to be our primary goal, is to make that tree happen and make it look good. And this, that, and the other, and I might just break up the edge of the pathways there, because on this side we do have green touching the path, which I think would make sense here. So maybe we get rid of that, and replace them like that kind of thing. Do that sort of stuff like around here, and like I do need to like tidy this up ever so slightly. Maybe something like this, that, and then that, right? Like something like that. That's a bush. I thought I was being attacked. So we'll figure this out actually first, this little piece of grass. But in here is what I'm going to turn into a tree. I think I've got enough pieces. No, I don't. There's something I need first. And this is going to be a huge surprise to anyone who knows me. The block I need. We don't have any. Oh no. We don't actually have any. Okay. That's fine. I don't... well, that's okay. We can get some. But yeah, basically, the block we're going to be building with today is... is going to be found down here. Or one of the blocks we're going to be building with. And yeah, you might have guessed, it's not something I'm looking forward to doing. But yeah, it's going to be... actually, I might take the bit that's down here, maybe. No, we'll take this bit up here, because I'm going to carve into this anyway. It's diorite! I'm going to actually, like, carve all of this diorite away now, because it's something that needs to get done in the cave anyway. All these little pieces of, like, diorite and granite needs to get done eventually, so I'm just going to, like, carve away all of the diorite here. That's kind of why I didn't want to do it on the floor, because that's just going to create a hole, and, you know, I'm not quite ready for that yet. I do want some torches though, so let's go and get some torches or lighting to do this real quick, which is what I should have done right away, but oh well, that's fine. So yeah, I'm going to be using the diorite, and that's because the type of tree I'm going to be building needs a little bit of diorite in it. So I'm going to leave that up to you to see if you can figure out what the tree is. But it's a tree I've not built before. I've never done this type of tree in Minecraft, so I'm really pushing the boundaries a little bit with what I could do, but I got inspired. I went on a walk through what I would call a forest the other day, and I was like, oh, those trees look really cool. I want to build those in Minecraft and see if I can build them in Minecraft. I'm not so sure I can. I don't know. We'll find out. What did I come in here for? We wanted torches, didn't we? Okay, well, we've got some torches there. And no more. Okay, and I've got no sticks. And, like, very little... Wait. Yes, future me. I mean, past me. That's the past. Don't know if you can tell, I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. It's fine though. Yeah, let's smelt some more of that down. Okay, ooh, we've got quite a lot of wood in there. I forgot that we had that. Okay, well that's fine. Well, if that's the case, let's take a stack of sticks and make a whole bunch of torches. There we go, perfect. That was a good way to burn through our charcoal. Yeah, so that's kind of like the plan today, is to pretty much work on a tree outside. And then once we've done that, if I've got time, I might work on the pathways. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be doing that. But first, I'm going to need some bird poop. So we're going to do that. Why? I still got the wool in my inventory. That's okay. We'll sell that with villagers, I think. I was also kind of like starting to plan other stuff as well, like just ideas in my head, nothing concrete. Nothing concrete or anything like that, but just ideas. I've just been like planning out other ideas on what we can do in terms of next projects on the outside once I've kind of like done this garden and pathway and stuff like that, because that's kind of like the final little bit of landscaping that I planned a while ago. So I'm quite pleased that I'm getting through that. I mean, realistically, we're probably not going to spend too much time outside after this session, maybe, or maybe the next 2 sessions. We're probably not going to spend too much time outside on stream because we'll be doing stuff in the cave. That'll be like my next goal. Hey, Cyan, how's it going, my dude? So, like I said, I need well, I don't actually need all of this diorite, but I'm just cleaning up the diorite now because I may as well. I mean, if I'm in here and I'm mining diorite, I'm not coming down here for just like a stack of diorite. That's silly. I may as well mine out the rest of this diorite because we want to get rid of it. Just got home. Good. Hey, I've actually booked a holiday, a vacation, yesterday, which I'm pretty excited for. It's only a 3-day break. It's another city break. So for those that were kind of like, I know, right? Anyone who kind of knows me or has been around the channel for a long time, I haven't actually taken a holiday, or I hadn't taken a holiday in like 7 years until the end of last year, right? And that was a small city break to Budapest, and of which I actually ended up on some streamer, like quite a big streamers in the background. This is I ended up in the background of like a IRL streamer who was just walking around Budapest, and there's just I don't know her name. I can't remember her name. I did look it up, and I did find the clip, and I did find the VOD. I didn't clip it though because I thought that was a little bit obnoxious. Divide. Oh hey, he still exists. I've been streaming a lot this week.
That'd make a difference to those who sell the sugar and those who cut the cane.
Thank you very much, sir, for the 13-month resub. How are you, Divide? What have you been doing? Yeah, so that was Budapest. I kind of went to Budapest, accidentally face bombed on someone that was. We were kind of like walking opposite along the street, and as I realized when I was walking past that she was actually live streaming because she had a selfie stick, and I thought, oh, God, that's really obnoxious. Why are you walking around with a fucking selfie stick talking to you? Oh, she's live streaming. Yep, she's on Twitch. Oh, and I can see myself on stream. Nice. And like her chat was going fast, so it's quite a big streamer, but I mean, not someone that I'd really heard of before I accidentally bumped into them. And I can't remember their name, so immaterial. Not the sort of stuff that I watch, but yeah. She had a stick. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she's one of those. One of those like IRL streamers that was going out to a very famous landmark, obviously on vacation, and wants to share their vacation with the internet, which basically means that they're just working. That's not a vacation. That's not a holiday. They're just working. That's work. That's not relaxing. So yeah. That was, yeah, that I bumped into someone when I was in Budapest. So that was Budapest. That was back in October. Well, I was thinking, I mean, so I've got annual leave coming again in March, right? And the idea was that I was going to go away somewhere and, you know, do something, because the very nature of the job that I'm doing at the moment definitely leans more towards making sure that I have enough rest and enough breaks, and actually like getting away from the whole hustle and bustle, because it can get very demoralizing sometimes. Just because it's like high stress. And very busy. So like to be able to get away from that is a good idea. To be able to do that. So I thought, you know what? I knew I was going to go away, but I thought I was going to go to Morocco, Marrakesh. But then I was like, well, if I want to do Marrakesh, I kind of want to go for like more than just a couple of days. I kind of want to like do a big chunk of Morocco and kind of like do it over like a week or a week and a half, that sort of thing, right? Or maybe even 2 weeks. I'd depend, like, and have a proper holiday, like just explore and have fun, that sort of thing. So I thought, you know what, a couple of days just isn't enough for me to go there. So then I was like, well, where else could I go? So I kind of like looked up all the places that I'd kind of like had in a list before I went to Budapest, when I decided on Budapest. And one of the places, Amsterdam. So that's where I'm going. I've never been to Amsterdam before. So I'm going to Amsterdam in March, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going. Do I want to sell the wools? Amsterdam, yeah, that's right. I've never been, so it's gonna be quite interesting. I'm only there for like 3 nights, but yeah. Just a quick city break to Amsterdam. And I presume I'll probably be able to get quite a lot done in the 3 nights. I need some like, I need to like have a look at tips. Maybe I didn't save a shepherd, so okay, that's fine. I think I got rid of the. I just actually got a day off so I can watch it. Oh, my stream. Yeah, no, I don't stream that often. It's like once a week usually. This week has been fairly special in the fact that it's been how you know, I did like a couple of days, 3 days this week, so yeah, I don't get days off that often. Once a month, yeah, exactly, right? Well, I mean, neither do I really. Just like, it's just the Saturdays. Saturday streams is my usual go-to streams. Okay, so I think we've got enough diorite walls there. I might. Do you know what? I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna gamble that actually a stack is probably what I need for this. Anyway, so this is gonna give it away. We've got a special tree that I'm gonna build. Gotta be doing a birch tree, because like I was saying, I was kind of walking around what I would call a forest. It's a pine forest, right? So a lot of pine trees and stuff like that. But in the UK, we have a lot of birch trees, and these birch trees over there, these ones, like these trees, just do not like kind of give the idea of what, for me, a birch tree is. Birch trees are massive. Not like the biggest trees you're ever gonna get, but like they can grow quite big. I mean, that's supposed to be an oak, so maybe we'll use that for scale. But maybe like birch trees can grow bigger than oaks. It's just the fact that they kind of like grow straight up. So that's the idea. I want to see if I can build a fairly interesting looking birch tree. Definitely got to be better than Minecraft's crappy trees, because the Minecraft oak tree and the Minecraft birch tree just aren't good enough. Your furnace was dying, so I had to get someone here to fix it. That's not good. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do this. I guess the thing is with birch trees, maybe I can get like a reference thing up. I've never done a birch tree in Minecraft, so I kind of want to like. The thing is with birch trees, they have a very thin bark all the way up, right? and it goes up tall in a straight line, and then towards the top it kind of like ankles off and gets thinner and thinner. So relatively speaking, the bark itself is quite tall and thin. So I'm not gonna be like doing a lot of like roots and stuff like I have here, like chunky roots in a big chunky tree. We're just gonna like, I think the best way is just to kind of like grow up, and then the roots don't necessarily show in the ground either, so we're not gonna have like these sort of roots like sticking up here, there, and everywhere. We're just, yeah. So tree slash bush is now gonna be a tree. So there might be a lot of trial and error with this one, because I've done those sort of trees a lot in Minecraft, so I kind of can just eyeball that. This might be a matter of, well, I don't want it to be perfect, right? Like, it can't be a perfect tree, but it is going to be a big tree. It's going to be a tall tree. What I should have done... Potentially, I also want to start thinking about, like, branches now. And I think because they kind of like shape up like that, it's kind of like more of a triangle tree, I think, birch trees. We'll start like playing around with this sort of a thing. And maybe... Yeah, I'm... So kind of like this sort of a thing, that's probably as far out as it's gonna go. So it goes up quite tall. I don't... yeah, I want... Do you know what I want? I want scaffolding, but I don't have scaffolding. So let's do my good old dirt with ladder trick. Sneezes. And I think a birch tree here is going to be a nice change, because potentially we're going to be able to see through at the bottom, but then when we get to the top up here, it's going to be hanging over, right? So you're not going to be able to see the horrible roof, for one. At least that's the idea. And then you've got this really cool looking tree. I am going to add that there. And we'll kind of like work it through it in this kind of way. So there might be some like trial and error here. I also need the diorite wall. I'm going to need a lot more diorite walls than this. I'm probably going to need more leaves, actually, birch leaves, and I'm going to do a combination of birch and spruce leaves. But we do have some birch growing over there, so we can always get the leaves from that. Actually, I think... we might want to make this a little bit more like kind of systematic. And maybe here we actually go like that. Wait, no, I want that one there. Oh no, I got rid of the wrong one. No. Oh no, I definitely do not want to strip. the birch. That makes it completely and utterly useless. So let's be very careful with that. Ow, ow. We want to go one higher actually on that. I'm not even sure that this is going to work, but we'll kind of see. I'll kind of like do this layer, and if it's not quite working out, we can always change it. Okay, it's very similar to how we do the other trees, right? It's like just trial and error kind of thing. Okay, so now we've got like multiple different layers going on, which is good. Think potentially we can still go like this. It's still not going to look like weird. I'm going to get blown up by a creeper doing this. I can feel it already. We've already got the diorite in. Hey, Discounter, how's it going? I saw what you did. But I was away from my computer, so I couldn't complain. I saw you. Hey, Discounter, how's it going, my dude? I saw what you did today. I saw it. Okay, so we've kind of got like the, what did I do? You know exactly what you did. You know exactly what you did. Actually, you might not have. You might have forgotten. Not being on discount. So I think, so with birch trees, do you kind of arc up like that? So I think now I'm worried. No, you didn't. So it's not bad. Don't worry about it. But I'm not going to tell you now because I kind of like the fact that you're worried. Ah. Starts checking social media. How was your stream earlier? I like making people sweat, so I'm definitely not going to tell you. KSP fair, to be honest. I've not played that game in far too long. I feel like I probably should get back into it. I'm a little bit interested at the moment in RimWorld, I'm not gonna lie. So we might be going back to RimWorld. And then obviously Feb is going to be the when I will be back into Kerbal a little bit more, because obviously Kerbal 2's out. Literally just that. And then, okay, so I think I've got all of the birch logs in place here, potentially. I don't know, we'll see. I might add another one going in that direction there, because there's not much going on. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe this one's coming out too far. But with this, I can now start adding the diorite walls. So I think that's the next step, is getting the diorite walls in. I've definitely got too much logs there, thinking about what I want to do. So let's start adding in diorite walls. So we can kind of like do this to make it kind of feel a little bit more contained in places. And then there will obviously be areas up here where maybe not actually. Maybe that doesn't work. But it's very kind of like similar to how I've done the fences and the gate posts on these sort of trees, right? Similar principle. Ah. So I shouldn't need more than like a stack. At least I don't think. And actually I could be a little bit more playful with the walls. Like we can go out a little bit more, I think. Like add a few like little areas where it might branch. Just have to be very, very careful not to like block the airy feel that I think birch trees do really well. So like little bits like this. So it's a little bit more branchy than what I would normally do, but I think birch trees definitely lend more to thinner branches than like oak, for instance. I'm not saying like I'm not going to change this, but I think this is a good start. It's just a matter of like making it feel a little bit more like a tree, I guess. Makes sense. I'm trying. I need to try and not overthink this and just like let it come natural with the branches. But that's actually quite difficult to do. I guess with these branches we can also like kind of do an offshoot here as well, right? So in places like that where like we can add more leaves. Because obviously, I think the whole point of what's going to make this look good is the leaves. It's kind of almost like a chorus fruit tree, like going out in like weird random angles. Like almost doing the same thing, but not. Add like the odd branch up here as well. Whoops. Okay. I want to get down to that one. I missed it. Now, a lot of the cut birch stuff is going to be replaced with birch logs as well. I'm just kind of like... Animal said something. I don't see how it impacts you. You gave me a shout out on... you did like the / shout out command for me. That's I'll yeah. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yeah. It wasn't anything bad. I saw what you did. It popped up in my stream, in my because I had the desktop open and it popped up. I was like, what? Yeah, we were talking about hats or lack of, so I grabbed my D&D one and mentioned D&D. Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that. I wasn't actually like lurking or watching, so didn't actually see it myself, but it just like popped up while I was doing something on my dashboard. I'm like, damn it! I'm not even there. Ah. I can't remember what I was doing now. I think I was looking at chess stuff, and I had that up in the background because I've been trying to learn chess. I don't know if I've been saying I'm not gonna be streaming chess, by the way. So if you want to see me like fail and be bad at chess, like I'm not doing it on stream. I'm not an idiot, you know. I realize I'm never gonna be good enough to be able to stream chess, but I am having a little bit. I'm having quite a lot of fun actually. I'm using a lot more diorite walls here than I thought I would, which is interesting. Right, this is the bit that I wanted to do anyway. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to use this much diorite walls, but actually I think it's going quite well. Maybe. Gonna slope off and go do some washing then. I'm watching them. Okay. Thanks, Discount. I'm looking forward to the next D&D stuff. I think it's going to be quite fun. I think the next session is going to be a fun one. It's definitely going to be a fun one. With if you guys haven't caught up or didn't see the last Dungeons and Dragons episode, I will be doing a premiere on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel on Saturday at 4 PM my time. Whether or not I'll be streaming on Saturday as well, and it might all happen on stream, so I might like stream my reaction to it whilst the premiere goes live kind of thing, maybe, I don't know. Or I might just like, if I'm streaming before, actually no, what I probably won't do my live reaction to it because I need to write notes for next session, so I need to write down the notes and stuff, which has to be done off stream because there will be spoilers, right? Or it's just me, or you're just gonna be looking at me looking down at my desk all the time. So, yeah, so I won't re-stream that, but I might stream before, and then, you know, we can kind of watch the thing together. If that's what you guys want to do, you can jump in. And then if I don't stream, I'll still be in chat for the actual premiere. So that is happening on Saturday at 4 PM on my YouTube channel. Spreading out the love to the actual YouTube channel. I've not actually done anything like proper big, like that actually means anything that is relevant for the YouTube channel for a while. So other than like trailers and stuff, for D&D. So it's mainly just been VODs and stuff. So it'll be the first thing I'm doing for a while. So if you did miss that, I highly recommend you watch the VOD when it comes out, because it was a very good episode. And I'm saying episode because it is a show. In my head, it's a show. Like, it might not be, you know, a cohesively wrote show, but it's definitely a show in my head, right? Like, it's not just a normal stream. There's a lot more that goes into it. There's production stuff and all sorts of things that go on behind the scenes that I'm quite proud of. And, you know, so I see it more as a show. I put a lot of time and effort into it. And I know the other guys enjoy doing it as well. And, well, at least I hope they enjoy doing it. I need to stop falling off this goddamn tree. Okay, so I'm actually going to change this up ever so slightly here. We're actually going to go up here to there. So that last little bit is going to be through that bit. But we're still going to branch out from here. But I'm going to do that last, because otherwise I'm going to be lost. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, you can't do that, can you? Some last little bits and bobs and stuff here. I'm looking forward to getting the leaves on this. I think this is gonna look okay. Just okay though, not like amazing. I don't expect the first time I ever do a birch tree to be phenomenal, but I'm definitely enjoying it at the moment. So, okay, so let's have a look at this. And then we'll start putting on the leaves. Let's see if it kind of like has the desired shape. Sort of. Yeah, sort of, like, it kind of does, doesn't it? Would you say that that's like the branches of a birch tree? You know when, like, birch trees, they lose all their leaves, right? Does a birch tree look like this? In your opinion? I think... kind of like gone up and then chopped off the top kind of thing. So I think it still needs to go up a little bit before I do that top on the end. Yeah, it will be a reminder of what happened. Well, yeah, it is a good idea for the players to also rewatch. Not necessarily all 3 hours of the session, but like it just gives you little snippets and stuff of like what happened through the session. But so, like I said, if you did miss the session itself, I would highly recommend, like, and anyone who didn't watch it and has been kind of like watching the stuff, I would definitely highly recommend watching the what happened last session. If you've been up to scratch with everything and you have been watching everything, then it's worth it. It was worth it. It was a good session last session. A lot of things happened. A lot of things. And yet it was all kind of like in roleplay as well. There wasn't I don't think we had any combat last session. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it was a roleplay heavy session, but it was absolutely it's worth it, right? And sometimes they're the best Dungeons and Dragons sessions, like roleplay heavy stuff. Okay, so that should be good. Actually, I'm gonna do that. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go back to my original that. No, I don't like that. Because of the wall mechanics, they kind of like it. Yeah, it's good. Like the wall mechanics are good. It just doesn't quite work for what I want it to do. Okay, let's see how that kind of looks. Now I've gone a little bit taller. Yeah, that looks better. Now I've gone taller. It's gone better. I could probably shave a little bit off. Round here. So I think this might be coming out a little bit too far. It's encroaching on the space of the... So like this bit there is kind of... It's encroaching on the space of the oak trees. And I don't think we need it. So let's go make that change. And instead we can move it up ever so slightly kind of thing. So like just cut it down, because trees tend not to try and overgrow onto each other. Or at least like these garden trees wouldn't, because the gardener would be pruning the trees, right? He doesn't want his windows being blocked. That window in particular, right? Or these windows in particular. He's not going to want the view down the road blocked by the trees. So he's going to be pruning back the trees. So it makes sense that there's now, like, they're not overcroaching. Because once we add the leaves on, it's still going to block the view from these windows. So something else to think about. But this should be fine. Because we'll kind of like have the leaves going up that bit there. It's taller than what I thought it would be, actually. It's quite a bit taller, but tentatively I think that's potentially for the better. Like tall and skinny. That's kind of like what birch trees look like, right? Like tall and skinny. Whereas oak trees are usually small but fat in comparison to other trees, right? Small but fat, they just take up everywhere. They just like kind of explode everywhere, whereas birch trees kind of go straight up. Very similar to pine in that regard. What do we think? What do we think for the base so far? I'm a little bit worried there's too much twigs going on, like too much diorite walls. But I don't think I'll fully know whether there's too much until we get the leaves on. I think I'm at the point where I need to be putting the leaves on and then kind of like moving it around. Actually, before we do that, I need to change all of the wood, exposed wood pieces to the full blocks, just to tidy it up a little bit. But first off, I'm gonna go and kill some mobs. No, please don't explode! Oh, you bastard! I couldn't get the... I'm an idiot. I forgot it's only got smite. It's only a smite sword, so it's crap against creepers. Hit the creeper with the bow, and then hit it with the crit. Ah! Ah! No! All of the creepers around here tonight. How was that a first time hit? Like... Oh, that's just rude. As I'm looking at it, like, mobs just spawn in. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Ow. I'm leaving them. Let's go and get some more of this. So I think I need a lot more birch leaves than what I realized. And we'll get this as well. Will you go away? I missed! I missed it. What a dick. Oh my zombie. Oh my skeleton. This is telling me that I've lit up a lot of the caves, actually. The fact that we're getting a lot of spawns above ground. So that's a good thing. Because I'm very cautious. I'm pretty sure that there's some caverns around here that haven't been lit up. But if everything's spawning on the ground, then maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Alright, that's all of the birch trees I planted earlier. I'll put the birch wood in there with that. Should have put the other stuff in there as well. Mob stuff can go in here. I'm running out of space with the mobs. What can I get rid of from here that I don't need? Well, I mean, other than the obvious rotten flesh. Actually, yeah, let's take all the rotten flesh out. I'm not going to make much from this, but it will just clean out the inventory, so... There we go. 3 rotten flesh left. It just clears out my inventory. There's no other need for rotten flesh, really, is there? Like, you can't do anything else with it, as far as I'm aware. Finally starting to build up my emerald stores again. Foliage, you can go in there. Actually, foliage, I'm changing where I'm storing my saplings. My saplings now stay outside. And I don't have any spruce leaves, so maybe I need to go and get some spruce. Actually, I don't have anything spruce, do I? Oh no, I do. I've got a little bit of spruce wood, but that's it. So maybe that's what I need to plant next, is the spruce. So let's take 32 And because I need the leaves, we're literally, I'm just gonna, I don't even need 32, do I? I'm not even gonna like farm for the saplings, we'll just go for the leaves. Oops. Actually, if we're going for the leaves, I want 2 between them. 1, 2. Get so paranoid recently with like creepers and stuff because I have been blown up around here before and it destroyed all my bees and my bees went everywhere. It was a pain in the ass to get all the bees back. There we go, and we'll also get some spruce wood from this too. But the main focus is really on the spruce leaves because we don't really have that much in the way of spruce leaves. And the reason why I want the spruce leaves is because I think the spruce will look quite good against the... You know what? I might shave off the edges a little bit more on the bottom. Yeah, I think I am actually going to do that. I'm going to get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Ah. And get rid of at least the base of that one. And move it around. Just move it around ever so slightly. That's what I wanted to do. I don't know why I broke that one away. Because then it's still gonna like extend a little bit, but it just means that it has a bit of a nicer shape to it. I think same goes for that there. I want to get rid of that. And actually, I'm going to replace... No, I don't want that there. Yeah, we'll leave it. Okay, let's start adding the leaves. Now, this is potentially like the hardest part. So we're only using spruce and birch leaves here. You see my problem with the spruce? I've not really got that much spruce leaves. This music is far too like energetic. But I'm a little bit too stubborn to change it, so we're sticking with it. So the thing is, with birch leaves in general, they are quite a dull leaf. They're not green like this, so I want it to visually look different. Now, I want the majority of it to be birch leaves, but I do want like shades where we're using the spruce leaves. Because then if I did a spruce tree like at the back, like on the top of the mountain somewhere, which is what I want to do, the leaves will look hopefully different enough. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I've got to like kind of just edge everything around on the tree branches, very similar to... Oh, actually no, before I do this, before I do the leaves, let's go back and do all the branches like 100%. Do. This is going to be painful. Maybe I should have done this from the beginning, actually, because this is actually quite annoying. Oh well, hindsight is 2020, right? Yeah, this music's far too energetic for me. I don't like it. But I'm too stubborn to change tracks. There we go, that already looks better. Like that one branch doing that just adds that little bit more neatness to it. If you get my meaning. Okay, we just got to do that for every single branch, which is not going to be fun. I've got to be very careful not to right click with my... Oh no, I can't get up because of that. Well, hold on. Because we could do a double thing here. Ooh, oh. Okay, didn't need that there anyway. Damn it. Da-da. I do the easy bits first. It might be easier to do it from like above and work my way down actually. But who said I ever do anything the easy way? Who said I ever do that? Oh, I don't have... I got a little bit more space now. Obviously I've overcrowded it on one side. But that's actually a good thing, I think. No. It's gotta go against that bit there. Okay, we can reach that one, so we'll do that. And we can also reach that one as well. Let's go and collect the bits and bobs that I've dropped on the floor. Because ideally I don't want to lose too much material. It would be easier just to dirt pillar up and do it like bit by bit, but I'm actually enjoying doing it this way. It's like a puzzle. Because there's something wrong with me. Okay. I'm just having a look, seeing where... Okay, so there's some at the top up there. There's that branch at the top up there. Can you not keep treading on the berry bushes? Why did I put the berry bushes there? Okay, so let's get back up to the top then. We'll see if we can spot them from the top now. Whoops. Aha! This is one that I hadn't seen. I've already done this piece, no? And I'm not going to be able to... I can. And that one can go as well. Whoa, no, I'm hitting my head on the frickin' thingamabob. I'm gonna have to keep pillaring, I think. And then this one, I presume, as well, no? Yeah, it is that one as well. Okay, so where else have we got? We've got two here. Let's do this branch first. I'm having a lot of fun trying to puzzle this out, actually. And we can put that one in there. I'll probably leave this torch here just for a little bit. Oh, I still missed. Okay, well. Don't tread on the one set. Think I've got them all? I think I've got them all. And if I have missed one, so be it. But I think I have legitimately got all the oh, apart from the top piece, actually. The top piece won't be. That will be the wood, the logs, whatever they are. Yeah, so that top piece. So there's no way for me to get up to there without doing some rocketeering. So we're going to take one rocket and we'll see if this is enough to get up. And then I'll be really sad if it isn't. Yeah, it is. Plenty. Ah, oh, it's so nice being able to fly around. Damn it, that's a lot of mobs. Oh no! Ah, I missed it. But that's okay, because I can still reach it. Which meant that I didn't need to use that rocket. That's okay. Okay, so that's pretty much the entirety of the branches done. Now then, let's... I'm gonna sleep and we're gonna start doing the leaves. So this is the scary bit because this is kind of like the point of no return. Well, actually no, because you can still remove leaves and replace it and stuff, but once you start altering after you've added the leaves in, like, you've got to take out the entire branch kind of thing. If the leaves aren't working, you've got to redo the entire branch. So I'm kind of hoping that it works first time. Now, I'm going to do it the same way that we did the oak stuff. We'll just do everything as birch for a start, and then we'll add in the texture of the spruce after, mainly because we don't have very much spruce. But that's going to change because I'm just going to go around and harvest all of these trees. Get some more leaves. And this should give us plenty of leaves. Actually, no. Let's do all this, like, bottom layer first. That's the best way to do it. And you can just walk around and look up. And I'm not going to be able to pick anything up because I've just loaded all my inventory with birch leaves, right? That's why I'm not picking anything up. I just realized that. But, like, having the expendable amount of saplings just to get these leaves in is probably a good idea because I'm going to be using these sort of leaves a lot. I think the birch stuff, because I want to create a hedgerow that goes around. Actually, no, I want the azalea stuff for that, don't I? Okay, so maybe I don't need these as much then. But still, I'm still going to collect, because you never know. Never know when you might need it. There you go. Some very bare trees now. That is the reason why I don't like Minecraft naturally spawning trees, because once you get rid of the let's just put those back away. Do I have that cat? Because I do like that cat. I don't think I do have this cat, so let's go and tame it, and then if I do, I'll kill it. Or at least let's attempt to tame it, because I've got 3 fish. Where did it go? It went up here. I do like the gingery cat. I've got to be careful though. I don't want to be. First try. All right. All right. Actually, this cat can go and live in the bee house. I don't want too many cats hanging around that house. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You serious? Okay, just come through the door. Thank you. I think it's this way. Alright, sit. There you go. There we go. We got a cat now. Cool. Got a cat in there. Well, I've got two fish left. Those 3 fish, by the way, I got when we were, like, trying out the fishing mechanic. Which I've still got the freaking rod in my inventory. Like, I don't know why. This is the problem. I just leave things in my inventory sometimes, and then it just like clogs up everything. I need to go and pick up. It's time sensitive. I need to go and pick up all the leaves I've just dropped on the floor. That's time sensitive. I need to go and do that now. Stop messing around with cats and stuff, otherwise I'll start despawning. Because I'm pretty sure that they're going to start despawning. God, my attention span is appalling. I'm still getting some saplings. Even though I've, like, And some sticks as well, so that tells me that, like, some of the leaves have just, like, despawned above me. Which is fine. I think that's all the leaves. No, it's not. Big clumps around here, there, and everywhere. Another one there. Wow, that was actually a lot more than what I need. That's okay then. Right, the rest I'll just harvest for wood, I guess. When I get a chance. So I'm actually going to put the rest of these leaves away. In here, because I do, like I said, I do think I'm going to be using the spruce leaves at some point for bushes and stuff, because you don't want too many of the same leaf blocks in your garden, right? Like, and spruce is a very powerful leaf because it's quite a dark leaf. It's the darkest leaf we've got, I believe. Because one of the things I will say with this is that this bush here isn't dark enough. It probably should have been made with the spruce leaves. But that bush there is going to be the template for the bush pretty much lining the entirety of the bee farm. With berries and azalea leaves instead. Okay, where do we want to start with this? Do I have any bushes with me? No. Can I start then? No. Just cleaning up my inventory. This can actually also go down there. Right, let's just start placing leaves, I think. I think that's going to be the number one thing that we're going to get going. This music threw me then. I was not expecting it. This also doesn't sound royalty free. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip. Just because it sounds very familiar, and usually royalty-free songs that sound familiar aren't royalty-free. I've got a good ear for music, so like that song definitely sound familiar, and I know I've not played it. I'm not going to tell you where it sounds familiar from, but it definitely sounds familiar. I'm gonna have to pillar up to do this properly with like dirt blocks. I'm just gonna have to. So this central pillar is actually kind of useless now. So let's get rid of this central pillar, and then we'll just like do one branch at a time. Whoops, too far. Whoops. Trying to think the best way to organize my what's it. Now I think for birch trees, leaf-wise, they're potentially very similar to how I've got it like there, where it's like hanging down. I had a birch tree in my garden growing up as a child, and the leaves always used to like hang down. Actually, we had multiple birch trees. Now, I might also throw in like the odd dead leaf here and there and everywhere, which would be the mangrove bark. So if I start throwing mangrove bark around everywhere, that's because I want it to look like dead leaves. Kind of like how it almost looks like dead leaves down there, right? Like there's a very particular texture that it's got. Even though it's supposed to be like a root. I don't want too much of these leaves to kind of like connect up, so we are going to try and like extend it round a little bit. Maybe I'm not doing the right one first, actually. Maybe I should have started on the front facing. Too late now, I've started it. Oh, for fuck's sake. So I don't want the leaves necessarily to overlap. We definitely want a light source shining through. Number one, to stop any block in like line sight from that window there, even though I think that's actually unavoidable now. But leaves tend not to join up too much, so I'm gonna aim for that. It's going to look a little bit flat. So that might help it. I don't want that baseline, the tree baseline, to be hanging too low. And I definitely don't want it too uniform. Not sure if this is going to work or not, but we'll see. I have a feeling I'm overcomplicating it. Actually, I could have done that. Again, like, don't want it to look too weird. Got to bring that down to there because the way they've done the bark. It's coming along, albeit very slowly indeed. Okay, so there's definitely a gap here that needs filling. I'm a little bit worried I'm not going to be able to get the leaves to not overlap. Nah. Let's just have a look, see what it looks like from the path over here, because I think that's the most important thing, is that it looks good from over in this direction. Which it does. It doesn't connect up. That's exactly what I wanted. Right, okay, so that's good. From the path, I don't want it to connect up. Like, that's the last thing I need. And we definitely... I might have to get rid of some of these branches so that we've got, like, little gaps, air pockets in the leaves in places. Or maybe we just, like, prune the leaves a little bit more. Because the leaves are very thick, and I think with birch leaves, they're very thin, small leaves, right? Whereas an oak leaf is a big leaf. It covers a big area, whereas birch leaves are a lot smaller. They go very brown. Well, but like, yeah, I suppose any leaf goes brown, doesn't it? Well, that's not true. Come on, Womble. Womble! Like, your parkour today has been atrocious. So maybe it does need a little bit of a thin... Oh my goodness, I hate myself. Maybe it does need a little bit of thinning going on in places. A little bit concerned with this. It's a bit better. And that's not really overreaching onto the footpath. There we go, I actually made that jump. Okay, I kind of want to continue around in this direction, because this sort of stuff isn't going to work. Because basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect up the leaves, and I don't want that. So I might have to, like, figure out... do less of these branches themselves. I don't want to get too close to the bark either with the leaves itself. I don't want to get too close to the main area. I think my instinct of actually having less of this going on at this point is probably the better thing to have. Go up more instead of go out. Oops. Alright, let's do this branch here and then I'll know for certain whether this is working. Well, actually I won't know it for certain, but I'll get a better idea once I've got that branch done. I think I need to go do the base branches first and then start work on the next layer before I start like chopping away at the branches themselves, because I think I do need to chop away at some branches here. I think it's inevitable. The inevitability, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. So that wasn't that bad, was it? That wasn't that bad. The inevitability, Mr. Anderson. I can't remember anything else. I can't remember any more of that kind of like line. What else does he say? What else does Smith say to Neo? So that actually works. I think that's going to work a little bit better because, I mean, I can pull this down a little bit more, but we're leaving it very bare on that side and then pulling it off over on this side. And I think that's going to work. So I'm getting a little bit more excited. I was a little bit dubious then. I thought I'd kind of ruined it. Which I still might have. But it's feeling a little bit better now. It was channeling my inner Smith. You can call me Mr. Smith, Mr. Anderson. I don't know. That's not a bad impression, right? I don't know. I'm in the mood now to watch The Matrix. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't actually seen the latest film, the most recent film in the franchise, by what is now known as the Wachowski sisters, I believe. I've not seen that. Not seen that one. I was going to, and then I never got around to it for one reason or another. Okay, now I think I need to be a little bit careful because I don't want to bring this too low, but at the same time, even though the branches, the twigs, are kind of at the same height, I think because that goes up a little bit, we'll leave this bare and just exposed as like a branch that sticks out without leaves. Not every twig needs to have a leaf, right? No, I don't want that there. So again, same theory on top of that. We'll leave that one blank, but then extend out on this one quite considerably. Okay, so how is that looking? Let's get a bit further away. I think it's just a matter of like adding small amounts, getting further away, having a look, see what it looks like. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. I don't think I will fully know whether I like that until I start adding more there. Also, just as a side note, I really don't like the birch leaf. I think it would look better with spruce leaves. So I just have this feeling we're going to be using more spruce in this than birch. Now, is that too bare at the front? Or can I pull this down a little bit more? I think I need to pull it down now. I think we have to have it looking quite thick and luscious at the front. Which is a good word, by the way. Thick and luscious. In a world where trees were thick and luscious. Sometimes I wonder what goes on in my head. Like, I'm just perplexed. Get rid of that one. How's that looking? Is that... Did I just... essentially say you want thick and luscious wood? Absolutely. Who doesn't want thick and luscious wood? Okay, it's a little bit too uniform. We definitely don't want uniform wood, right? Like... right. There we go. See, sometimes you don't see things until you get a little bit further away. Yeah, that looks better. That's it's coming along. We're coming along. It's not 100% yet, but give it time. Just like little things like that, little like depths that you can add in to a tree. There we go. Just adds a little bit more oomph. How many metaphors for penises can I get into this, by the way? How many innuendos can I get by the end of this tree build? We'll put that there, actually. Right, this branch I'm thinking I need to prune. Yeah, I'm gonna prune that branch because it's just overlapping a little bit too much. Don't want too many twigs getting in there. Dun, 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 dun. It's looking okay. Okay, this side, I don't want to connect over to this one, but it looks like I'm not going to have too much of a choice if I keep the branches where they are. Also, I've got that branch there, and it's not doing anything. So maybe we just add like a tiny little bit. Bring those leaves down a fraction. Ugh. Ow. Just gonna make that trail down. So this is good. I like the fact that we've got these breaks in the leaves at the moment to see the like the intricate branches. I think that works well. But I am starting to get a little bit scared that I'm going to be covering these up. With like placing blocks like that. Bring that down one more and we'll see how that looks. Yeah, that's okay. I'm really pulling the leaves away. I'm really trying to pull the leaves away from the actual branches themselves. Not like what I did here, where I kept the leaves very close to the actual wood. And draped it round so that it would cover up the branches. I'm kind of trying to do the opposite so that the branches are always exposed kind of thing, so we can always see the branches. I think actually it's going to look hopefully it's going to look quite good because the white will shine very, very prominently through these leaves, these very dark leaves. I just need like a little bit more shading and shadows, which will come in the spruce leaves, I think. And there's me going on about like shading and things like that, like I actually know what I'm talking about when I don't. Makes me sound highly pretentious. Why do I have a feeling that this isn't going to look right? That's not where I wanted to be. I'm not gonna lie, I am actually really enjoying doing this tree build. I realize it's kind of like very much place a block, look, place like 3 blocks, take a good look from like all angles, and then place 3 more, and it's a very slow process. But I'm enjoying doing it, like the detail that. I'm excited to see the finished tree now. Okay, that breaks up that branch a bit, which is good, but still makes it feel part of the whole. I need to have a look from up at the top as well. Yep, everything's looking good here. See, this is why you gotta be careful, because sometimes you end up with situations where there are holes that don't look natural. No. Okay, let's start. And now it's gonna get, hopefully, a lot easier to do the rest of the leaves. We'll see. I think I need to work on the face that is facing the road first, because that's going to be the most important to make it look the nicest. And then we can kind of like go a little bit more wild in places. Okay, so I definitely want a break here. So we can bring this side down instead. Maybe. Oh, I made it. Oh. So I want a bit of a gap there when you're looking at it. So maybe that's what we do with this like small mini branch here, and then this one is the one that's like a lot bigger and has more kind of foliage. I'm really trying to think of other words for leaves because I'm fed up saying leaf. Just leave me alone already. Okay. I didn't want to place that one there. Okay, let's do just the odd little bit there. See how that look. we've got loads more leaves. Look over there. If I want to swap it out for the spruce, I've got plenty. So I'm looking at this bit here to see if that, like, hole I've made is gonna look good. It's a bit difficult to say. I'm not gonna be able to tell you whether it looks good until I've added the leaves on the top of there. So let's add the leaves on the top of that branch and maybe the branches below it. So there's 3 branches we want to work on now. Oh, I didn't make it. That's depressing. Could just pillar up, but it's way funner flying. So these 3 there. And this does need to be a little bit more thicker. I don't want... but not too thick. Nah. Actually, this one's probably fine. One of the places I want to have a look to make sure that this tree looks good from is that window there. And that one actually as well. So I need to keep that in mind. Right, let's see if that works. Yeah, that worked. That looks really good. It's giving the exact effect there as what I wanted, but it's not giving too much away. And there's nothing there that's going to go, so there's actually quite a nice break in the leaves, which is perfect. And as you come round, you can very clearly see that break extend round, right? So it definitely looks like different branches of a big tree. Let's have a look, see what it looks like instead of like the same branch kind of thing. See what it looks like from inside here. I did say that this was important. There's a bit of a gap there, which is good. I won't know if this will work until I've done that branch. And I presume it's going to be the same from here because it's the same kind of angle, but yeah, I won't know until I've done all of that on the top as well. How about from here? So I think the next logical step is to work on either that bit there or work on that. So it's those two basically that we're trying to work on next. So because this is easier to get to, we will work on this bit. That can connect onto there. Like, we don't have to keep all of it separate. Just bits to give those natural gaps. So all of this next bit does want to look separate, so Actually, I think I'm gonna go... Damn it. I don't think I want it connecting down onto this bottom bit either. So I'm gonna be really careful here. Whoops. So there's a natural gap there. But it's only one block. One block gaps look like mistakes. Or at least, that's what I think. Don't need to make that any more complicated than that. Probably won't even do the inside like that either. But I can bring that down a bit. Ah. This is difficult. This bit feels more difficult than other bits that I've done. One hole gaps are mistakes. Ah, keep hitting myself on the corner. A bit difficult to judge. There we go. In a minute I'm gonna have to take a step back. Just see what it looks like. Looks good from there. I'm starting to get into a little bit more of a rhythm, so it's a little bit quicker. Now I kind of know the shape that I'm aiming for. Although that being said, the way that the branches, the leaves are falling do look very similar to the oak tree now. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe it's not going to be like that. I might need to make the tree go taller, honestly. Oh, I'm not so keen on that. So I like this gap that's formed here, but I gotta make sure that it's not too big, because otherwise it looks like I've just missed bits. There we go, that's better. That's much better. Now I've got that natural gap in there. This natural gap there. That natural gap below us. Alright, let's get... Trying to have a look, see which part I want to work on next. I think that's the next logical bit. No. Can't be there. It's got to be out a bit. Because that can go there. but then it's going to give it more of a three-dimensional layer to it, whereas this can drop down. Even go there kind of thing. The thing is, I think the thing you've got to do when you're doing trees in general is not be afraid to just place and then take blocks down if you don't like it. I think that's just the case in Minecraft building, if you're building anything that looks good. Or if, you know, if you've got like a vision, like don't be afraid to take it apart and redo it. And just trial and error, really, because that's kind of what we're doing now. Made it. Let's see if I can get on top of the this. There we go, perfect. Can't. Fine. I can't do it from there either. I do like what I'm doing here, I think. I think it's working. Alright, I'm going to do a gamble here and go with this one. Actually, no, I'm not. I will do this one next. Change my mind. What's new? Yeah, I do want that there. I think at a certain point there will be like less and less gaps. Oh no, that I do want that there. No. And we are going to start encroaching on the bark a little bit more as well. See if I can make this bit look good, because this is quite a unique part. Maybe not that bit. Which then leads me to think probably not that bit either. Pretty pleased with what I did there, I think. That'll look alright. And we can start, like, putting it next to the bark a bit too. It's the main trunk. Okay. Just gonna slide in there a little bit, just to... No, I don't like that. Okay, let's see how that looks. Then we'll have to go around and texturize it. Ooh, don't like that top. That top does not look good. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So why doesn't that top look good? Well, right now there's nothing there. And there's too much on this side. It feels way too wonky. So what I did there was not good. Okay, so that will help. Yeah, there's nothing going on this side here. That's why I didn't like it. Too busy trying to make it airy and interesting and not actually doing it right. And we've gone out too far, I think. Should we have a look? Let's see how that looks. No, I still don't like it. It kind of like arcs over a little bit like too quick. It's like a little bit too crooked. Now crooked is good, but it's a little bit too crooked. It's like it's missing a big branch there almost. The bits on the bottom's fine. I missed that ender pearl. But like this whole section here just isn't right. That's why it's not right. I see. Maybe. I don't know. I think the branches just don't add up quite right with it. Like, I think I've added too much of a kink in it at the end. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Just add that on all the way up to there. And then we'll just kind of spruce tree it. Now that might be a little bit too tall. Nope. I've done 3. 1, 2. Okay, I still don't think this is going to look right, but it might be a little bit better. Let's see if I can get in that little hidey hole. Yeah, that is a lot better. There's still like those branches there that I've not quite got right. That needs to be fixed, and it does go a little bit too tall. Okay, so these branches here need to be gone. And it is slightly too tall, so we will knock back one of those. 1, 2. How does that look? I'm gonna have a look from over here first. Okay, so it's not great from here. Definitely better from here though. So this is where we're. I'm not keen. Oh, I can't do freaking spruce, birch trees. Damn it! Is that a creeper hole? That's my creeper hole I made earlier. Birch trees are difficult. Yeah. No, I don't like this at all. It's looking too much like a Christmas tree, for fuck's sake. Okay, so I think there's too many leaves. I think the leaves are too interlaced, too interlocked, and they need to be a little bit more sporadic. The bottom section is good, it's the top section, right? So that's what we need to fix. We need to fix the top section. So let's get back up onto the top. Get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of all of this, and I'm gonna bring this down another one. It's just not quite sitting right. It's looking better. Okay, I need to go back to my inspiration. I need to have a look at what a birch tree looks like again, because I'm losing it. I'm losing my... Yeah, the branches kind of go up like that. That's not the type of birch tree that I'm trying to do. No, I don't like that. I think I've made it come out too thick at the bottom. I've made it come out too thick at the bottom, I think. Having a look at birch trees right now, and they kind of like have a pad, like a diamond shape. This is only a small birch tree, but you actually wait. No. This is kind of what I'm trying to do. This. So if you look up birch on Wikipedia, the first one that comes up is like a German silver birch, which is what I'm trying to... That's what I'm trying to make, right? Birch tree in autumn. No. No. That's not what I want. So yeah, I might just have to... Silver birch. Actually, no, this is what I want. This. So actually my instinct here of leaving a big gap at the top is kind of good. Okay, so this is kind of like what I'm looking at here. I'll show you guys now. Why is that not? It's not capturing my desktop. Hello? Oh, what? Why is it not capturing my desktop? There we go. So this is the sort of thing that I was kind of looking at. Like, you see how the leaves slope around like this at the bottom? So I need to, because at the moment it is kind of like a triangular shape, which is kind of what I'm going for, right? But at the bottom, you've kind of like got this curving thing. Now, this might be perspective, because these branches there are actually away from the tree into the background, so it's going to look lower. But at the top, there are definite branches here, so this would be the diorite stuff that are very obviously like exposed. There's no leaves, like there's not actually that much leaves at the top. A lot of the leaves are kind of in the middle, and this is the gaps in the tree that I'm trying to create, which I think I've done quite well at doing. So I'm trying to do something like this, not 100% that. There's also this sort of... So this is a silver birch, which is originally what I was thinking of with the big drooping leaves. But actually they're both silver birches, apparently. My garden had trees more like that than... They didn't quite look... I don't think that's an actual silver birch. I don't know. Unless there's like different types of silver birches. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So with Minecraft, if we switch back, with Minecraft, how can we make that look? How can we make our birch tree look like that? Now I think I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I think I need to. My instinct of shaving away leaves at the top is potentially a good thing. I don't think I need to work on this side. I don't think this side is the problem. This side's fine. I think the problem actually is there. I think it's that branch there. I think that branch needs to be naked. Because if we look at it from this point of view, it's not great. I think so I think that's what we need to do. So I do have ender pearls. I will just pearl out. And we're gonna aim on just like stripping that back a little bit more and maybe making the branch, the leaves shoot up instead of down. Maybe, I don't know. I was trying to achieve that with the way that the branches were working, but I think just getting rid of this entire branch is probably for the best. Whoops. So then we can snug it a little bit closer to the bark here. Maybe not the whole of it, but definitely like that 3-way thing that I had going on there. Shut up, chat. So I think it sticks out too much, for one. So if we do have leaves in, it's kind of like got to be a little bit more snug. A bit more like that. And then maybe exposing this bit here. Also, looking at that picture, the leaves are a lot more greener than the actual birch leaves in Minecraft are, so a little bit more yellow. So I might not go with the spruce, and we might go with the like jungle oak or something as a highlight, and then the spruce is the shadow. But the problem with that is that we've got the jungle wood in there. So it's gonna look too similar, maybe. Yeah, that, I think, is looking better. Yeah, I think I saved it. I think I saved the tree. I think that's what it needed. Just needed to get rid of that. It's still not great. It's still not great. But it's definitely a huge improvement. It's not the best tree I've done. And I see now that's way too blocky up there from this point of view. So what am I getting rid of? I'm definitely getting rid of this block. Definitely getting rid of that. And getting rid of those. Getting rid of that. And putting this in. There we go, just a matter of like shaving it back a little bit. Shaving the bush. Right, now I think the top does need to be a little bit more pointed. Oh, please, please, please. Yes. So we'll just like have a little bit extra on the top there. So this is actually taller than the house. This is actually the tallest thing I've built. Yeah. Tallest thing I've built is a tree, which actually is good. Is probably a good thing. Like the trees need to be tall. And I think it's wonky enough for it, like it's wonky enough that it's getting away with its wonkiness at the moment. From below, it doesn't look great. Looks good from here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that this is pretty much done. I don't know. I think it definitely needs some work. I definitely need to work on this. It's a lot more difficult than what I thought it would be, actually. I thought I might be able to nail this, like, straight away. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit arrogant when I started doing this. It's like, oh yeah, this'll be easy. Birch trees, I know birch trees. I've grown up looking at birch trees, you know, like, literally, my back garden's been full of birch trees. I'll be able to do birch trees. Birch trees are easy. No. Nope. Nope. Hasn't been easy. Now, I could still get, like, kind of that shape going towards the back, towards the bottom. We could still work on that if I wanted to, but I don't think I need it. I think the base is fine. If anything, the base kind of comes out a little bit too far, maybe. Bit too Christmas tree, which is not the first time I've said that. I mean, the other option here is to chop off the top and round it off a little bit more, kind of like how we do with the oak trees, but then it's going to look too similar to the oak trees, right? I'm kind of like, I think here, what I'm doing, I'm kind of like doing two parts here. I think I need to like chop that bit off and grow it up higher and like have a steady bit up to the top, maybe. I don't know. Is that, or we need to shave off some bits around the edges? That might be where we need to do. It might be the base. The base might be too like kind of wide. Oh, this is scary, getting rid of like the base. I think it is actually the base that needs the work now. I think the top is fine. If I keep messing with the top, it's gonna get worse. I think it's the base that we need to work with. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that right now. I'm a little bit scared. What I should have done, I should have built everything out of dirt first. Which I think I did with that tree behind. Some lanterns in there might also help it. Yeah, it's just like too much going on in places, like too many leaves in places, and I think that's the big problem. I've got a spider following me as well. I missed. You missed as well, which was embarrassing for both of us. Yeah, I think it's the base of the tree that is now not quite accurate. I don't want it to be perfect, right? Like, every tree grows very differently, but at the moment it doesn't quite look like I don't think it looks like a birch tree. It looks more like a kind of like a Christmas tree than a birch tree, right? Like, the problem is that bit there is fine. So this bit there is fine, but I think it's like around this area that is the bit that I need to work on. It's like that. Because from this angle, it's the best. I think from this angle, it's definitely the best angle, which is good. This is where the angle needs to be the best. I think I'm going to leave it though for today. I might work on this off stream, like bits and bobs and stuff. And but yeah, I think I'm kind of all creative juiced out. So I might work on the rest of this off stream at some point, like just in the background. If I stream Saturday, I might do RimWorld. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want to commit and say yes, I'll do RimWorld Saturday and then not do it. I wanted to do some path work today, like working on this path, but yeah, we shall see. Well, I might not even stream on Saturday. Yeah, I wanted to work on this path a little bit more, because this, at the moment, this is now the big project that, well, I say that, the big project, the project that I've been putting off. This is the project at the moment that I've put off the longest. When this tree is like finalized and done, this whole garden, this whole project, this whole starter build is finished. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the tree? Do you like it or do you not like it? Certain angles, like this angle is a really good angle for it. I really like this angle. Certain angles work really well. This angle though doesn't work. You know what I mean? So like just changing your perspective ever so slightly, and I hate it. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? I need some big pointy tree. Yeah, but does it look like a birch tree? Does it blend in with the surrounding area? Is it like complementing the build? I mean, here's the thing. So with the birch trees and the oak trees, in this whole area, I am going to have a lot of these like custom builds. So this is the first birch tree. So every single birch tree is going to be modeled around this tree after, right? Now, I did say this is the first time ever in Minecraft I've done a custom-made birch tree. Done loads of these trees before, like these kind of like oaky willow trees, I guess. They're closer to a willow than an oak, but you know, similar thing. It's made out of oak wood, so I'm going to call it an oak tree. But it's designed around a willow. So I've done loads of those sort of trees before. And these two trees, these big oaks that I've got, they look really good. I'm really pleased with these. They came out exactly how I wanted them. This birch, I wanted it to look a lot different to the oak tree, and it does. It's got the point and stuff, but it like there's just I don't know. It's just like it's not quite right. There's going to be a lot of trees. Yeah, there will be a lot of trees. I mean, it's in an oak birch forest, right? So I've got to chop down a lot of trees, and yeah, we got to make a lot of trees. It's also white. Helpful Helpful Cyan. Did you get replaced by animal by chance? That's such an animal's response. The tree is pointy and white. God damn it. I hope not. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I do like the crookedness of it. I think the crookedness adds to the build itself. It makes it look a little bit interesting. I think what I need to work on the base. I don't think the leaves on the base are right. That's the big problem. Once I've pruned away some of the leaves and the branches on the base, because I don't know if you remember, when I was doing the base branches, I was like, oh, I think it might be coming out too far here. And I think it has. Thick and luscious earlier, which made me laugh quite a bit. I've just realized birch trees aren't thick and luscious, are they? They're skinny and frail, and they have fairly few leaves, right? They're not oak trees, which are thick and luscious. Birch trees are skinny and frail. And I think I've got too much girth down at the bottom. I could carry on. So I think that's the problem. I think I need to like play around with the base of the tree a little bit more. It's the base of the tree. That's what we need to do. I think the branches at the bottom come out too far. Which was my initial instinct. Now, this part down here is fine. It's this side. This side needs pruning back. So I want the whole thing to feel like it's really arcing over in that direction. But down in, like, this is another example of why it doesn't work. Like, that is not good. From this point of view, this whole area, it just stinks. That's great. That bit stings. So there's like just different angles and stuff that just, it doesn't look right. I'm not quite sure what I need to do to make it work. Next time I speak to Animal, I'll tell him I got downgraded to him. Well, you did like say like 3 things that pretty much only Animal would normally say, so I don't know. He's not here today, so that someone needs to fill in the void. Achievement unlocked. Be an animal. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna come back to this another day, and I'm gonna ponder upon it. I'm gonna have a think. I think my instinct, though, of bringing in the base of the tree a little bit is gonna work. Fill the void with something that's thick and luscious with a sturdy base. No. I'm not trying to build a thick and luscious sturdy base thing now. I need to increase the void and make the thick and luscious plant skinny and frail. Because it's not about the girth, it's not about the length, it's less about the girth, more about the length. Which is what no woman ever said, ever. Nobody likes nobody likes a tall, skinny prick. Okay, we're gonna stop there. The me sitting in between all of this. Nice. Congratulations. You finished it. Okay. I'm going to... By the way, this garden has turned out like one of the best terraforming projects, I think. It's exactly as I was envisioning it, and I'm so pleased. I didn't know I was going to add a pond until I added the pond. I think the garden I've nailed. just need to finish up. We need to finish this with the tree and the surrounding areas of the tree. Might have another little hedgerow there that's next to it. So I just need to finish it, and something else that will help this is adding in the spruce leaves as well, but at the moment the shape's not right, so there's no point in shading the leaves until we get the shape right, because the shape's not quite right. Once we've got the shape, and the shape's all good, then we can move on and we can shade, kind of like how we've done here with the jungle and the oak. Actually, I think the oak leaves and the jungle leaves work really well with this, as well as the azalea, because they're only, it's only like small differing details, but it's enough to bring out those highlights in the tree. You see, like you can spot the jungle leaves from a way away, and it just like makes the tree pop. And that's something that I hadn't really done until I did these two. I wouldn't normally have used jungle leaves. See, I didn't really use jungle leaves in this one even. So I used the azalea instead as the highlight, and I don't think the azalea works as well as a highlight. Now you got to make it a fall birch. A what? What's a fall birch? Do you mean as in a birch in the autumn after all the leaves have dropped? Is that what you mean? Autumn. Got you. Yeah. So an autumn birch. Well, I mean, so the reason why I've decided to do a birch was because I was walking through a forest, and all the pine. It's a pine wood forest basically. It's Sherwood pines. That's what Sherwood Forest was made out of. Primarily, it's a pine area, right? Pine. Actually, no. It was pine oak. It was mainly oak, pine, and birch. Those three kind of different trees would be interlaced through the forest. But the pines, like there was a lot of basically Sherwood pines is just the pines, basically. Well, not just. But interlaced in between all the pines and stuff is birch trees. And I looked at the birch tree and I was like, do you know what? That's something that I can do. But bear in mind, the birch tree that I looked at didn't have leaves because we're currently in the winter. So, no leaves. So that was why I was kind of like, okay. Because I was kind of like, when I went on my walk, I was kind of trying to find inspiration for... When I go on walks, I like to think of inspiration for different things. So, listen to an audiobook, just went out, it was 13 miles or something like that, and I just like thought about things whilst listening to an audiobook, and one of the things that I was thinking about was what type of tree needed to go here, because I knew that this was going to be a tree or a bush. I wasn't sure which. And if it was going to be a tree, what sort of tree did I want it to be? Because I knew I didn't want it to be the exact same as the oak tree that we've got there, or the one in the background. I'll tell you what I don't like with this tree. You can't see the oak tree in the background now. That's no longer visible from the path. But I don't think that's vital. See, maybe this needed to be a little bit more over here, a little bit wider, like here, kind of thing. But it's fine. I don't think that, because that's kind of like a hidden gem, right? It's not a backdrop to the building, it's a backdrop to the garden. So it's for when you're in the garden, you can see the tree. That's what that was designed for. So that's fine. It's fine. Not doing another. I'm not moving it. Once custom trees are up, There's no, you don't move them. Or at least I don't. I can't do it because it's way too tedious. A tree that falls from the sky. Yeah. No, when they're all colourful. Oh, you mean like the yellow and the browns and stuff. Unfortunately, the yellow and the browns, I can't really do that in Minecraft because you don't have a leaf that is yellow or brown. The nearest thing that you've got is potentially that would work very similar to a leaf. Unless you did it with wool. You could do it with wool, but then it's a solid block, so it always looks a little bit different. I have done blossom trees in the past with pink wool, and I think they always end up pretty good, but it doesn't quite have the same effect when you use wool as opposed to bark, which I don't have any bark anywhere. Where has it all gone? So the nearest thing you've got is these mangrove roots now, but they are very dark, and that's not colourful. So really what you need is like a orange-red variant kind of thing of this, with like yellow as well, interlacing. Then you can do autumn trees. That's kind of what you need. So you can't... I mean, I'm not saying that you definitely cannot do it in Minecraft. Yeah, you can. It's just that it wouldn't have the same effect as the leaves, where the leaves kind of let through light and you can see the bark in the background kind of thing. So you'd have to be a little bit more clever with how you did your leaf placement. Which is probably why this didn't work, because I'm not clever and I can't do smart things. So, yeah. I'm not saying you couldn't do it, I'm just saying it would be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, an autumn birch would look good. But this world is perpetually summer. So there are no seasons in Minecraft. And the universe I'm creating, definitely not. Can I just say that's looking good? This whole garden area is looking great. Okay, right. I'm going to have a think about how I can make this look a little bit different. I'll probably, you know, I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably finish this off stream. It's a little bit difficult to do too much creative stuff on stream because your creative juices get sapped very quickly. Or at least mine do. I'm not the most creative person in the world, so I don't have that many, like, don't have that much going on up here, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, it's definitely too fat around the bottom, I think. It needs to lose its... I think my main problem that I've had here is that I started it off like I would with the willow trees, where I've made the leaves droop down. Instead of having the leaves droop down, maybe we should have them like branching up. Or have the branches, like, these bottom branches like stick up more and expose the bottom part of the branch. I mean, they do go up, whereas these branches hang down, right? So these branches, these droop down, whereas these branches go up, but I've made the leaves fall to the ground, which I think totally too fat at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's what's the problem. It's too fat at the bottom and the leaves are going in the wrong direction. So they're drooping down instead of like arcing up at the bottom. And I think if I shave off bits at the bottom, arc the leaves up a little bit, it's going to make it look better. Because it's two directional, right? Like, these leaves there, they're going up. These leaves here are drooping down, which gives it an odd shape. So that's I think that's the issue that I've got. Need to pull the leaves up. Okay. Now I'm gonna have a break and like, well, that's the end of the stream, but. Now I'm kind of having a little bit, like, now I'm talking it through, I think I know what I need to do. I might play around with this sort of a a birch tree in creative and see what I can do. And maybe that's what I should have done first. I should have built it in creative and then kind of used that as a template to learn how to build them, and then built it in survival instead of doing it in survival, because in survival it's a bit tedious. Okay, doke. With that though, I am going to finish the stream because it was only going to be a short one anyway, and I want to go and get some food, and I want to go and rest my voice and this, that, and the other. I've got other things I need to do. So have a good night, evening, noon, insert time zone here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Until next time. It's been a long time since I've said that, but later, nerds.